Hey everybody, I'm Anthony Maynor here with the iConnect training team, and we're here to introduce to you the brand new TU-450 Advanced Heat Pump Troubleshooting Training Unit. Now when you first look at this unit, you may say, well, gosh, that looks like a standard heat pump system like I've seen a million times, and that's true, which is great. So from an instructor, from a curriculum standpoint, you can teach everything from the most basic fundamental heat pump operation, the basic refrigeration cycle for both heating and for cooling mode, all the electrical stuff. You can show all your components. You can show your reversing valve here and teach about the operation of that. You can teach about your defrost control board and theory of operation. And since we have a live functioning unit here, we can actually turn it on, run it, test it, run it through all the modes of operation, and really help to teach your students what this thing is all about when it comes to heat pumps. So that being said, let me tell you what makes this the advanced heat pump troubleshooter units. Take a little walk with me around the back of this machine right here. All right, so as we come around the back of this unit, what makes this machine so unique is you've got 40 switches back here on this panel, and at the simple flip of a switch, you can induce one of over 40 different troubleshooting faults in this machine. So with just the flip of a switch, we can induce one of over 40 different troubleshooting faults in this unit. And what's really unique about it is a lot of these faults are built down to the component level. So you could actually show a bad contactor, have your students say, oh, it's a bad contactor, and then, okay, well, prove it to me. Break out your multimeter. Show me what's bad. What has failed about this contactor? And it will actually read just like a failed contactor would out there in the field. What makes this thing even more unique is beyond the different electrical faults and problems that we can show, is we can actually show refrigeration cycle faults. So again, with just a flip of a switch, you can simulate an undercharge system. You can simulate an overcharge system. You can simulate a restricted filter dryer. And on the same token, flip another switch and show a failed TXV. Actually see it restricting, show the changes in the pressures and the temperatures, and actually you'll begin to see the coil lines and everything frosting and freezing up here, just like you would see out there in the field. What really brings this whole thing to life, especially on the refrigeration side, is we've got the iConnect training system here. So you hook up your iConnect probes, you display it on this big 55-inch TV. So even when you've got a large class of students out there and you maybe only got yourself and one student working the meter, everybody's engaged, everybody can see the pressures and the temperatures and the changes to superheat and subcooling and all the data changing in real time, just like you would monitor and measure out there in the field. Other faults can all be found detailed out with a complete instructor curriculum in our instructor manual built for this TU-450. Also within this book, you have a complete switch legend here that shows you exactly what every fault is with every switch. So very handy. I usually just keep a copy of this folded up, keep it in my pocket so the students never see it or know what I'm thinking or doing. I go around the back, I throw the fault, I come back up front, and I walk them through each scenario step by step.